All right. Hello. Random Sunday stream. And welcome to Slay the Princess. This is a game I've wanted to check out ever since I saw Wooly Versus play it. I saw the first part and I was like, this is probably a game I'm gonna want to just go in blind. And it was on sale in the summer sale for Steam. And I was like, you know what? I'm buying it. So here we are. Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods.
Oh, it's voice acting.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
We had to do a lot of reading.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. Oh, what the hell? In the world, can't someone do this? Else do this? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
Okay.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Alright.
That's the spirit. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Okay, we got a different voice.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Oh, and you know, okay. Alright. I got a lot of voices in my head, it seems.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
It's kind of
is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
precariously. Nah. Seems a little too set up.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp. A hint of rot.
It was a cabin basement.
Wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
No.
It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Oh, you shut up.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed. Good. You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may still be able to do what needs to be done. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Yes. Hold on.
Okay.
Fair. What's your name?
Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness.
Oh, I'm not.
Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
I'm not. You don't have a name?
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess Princess?
So is Princess your name?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like. I'm sorry, I've been down here so long, I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name, though. Everyone has a name.
Clearly you don't.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
Why do I need the blade? What have you been eating? Or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This
I
is
mean-
the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant. Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat.
Thank you, other voice in my head. Alright, don't make me regret this. I'm curious.
Making this more difficult.
Thank you, and you won't. I promise.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing.
Alright, I'm not listening to either of y'all.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
They do look very thick.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
No.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Go check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere. And if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
Alright.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Who the fuck would have followed me here?
Is someone else here?
Clearly.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess. And you won't leave until the task is done.
Okay.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Well, we did mention that this wood wasn't in the best condition, so maybe just kick it down? Okay, never mind. It's not an
Make
option.
your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
What's the other chain about? Why only one of your arms? All right.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Oh, it seems like it.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
I think we figured out what she's been eating.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely
okay.
before raising her arm.
That was a joke.
Tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Also, just straight go like, all right, not even a other thought, just straight up into it.
Her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal.
Behind me.
It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Oh. Just okay.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm.
What's up with my hands?
The unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh.
To be fair, she had already done most of the work, it seems. She got down to bone.
And it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
She just started
No, she
gnawing.
didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground.
You gonna finish that?
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
The door's still locked.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high.
You gonna eat the door too?
Let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape.
Sir, you're the narrator. Your job is to narrate, and that's it.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
I don't know. All right. Wait a minute. What the hell? Yeah, sure.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Oh, we're doing this again? What happens if I pick the very last? Probably nothing. Actually, I don't want to give the narrator what he wants, though.
Blade. Move the blade.
Start twirling it around.
As your
Or
body
technically.
remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
You don't even know me. I just came down here and started asking questions about what you eat.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from
I
your
apparently have weird
rigid hands.
gargoyle talons.
What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
The exact opposite of quick.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
You're bad at this.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake.
You shut up.
Her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again.
Wow, you're really bad at this.
Again, and you feel every inch burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Quick my ass!
Does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy
This
her
princess, I
knife
doubt they.
A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
She's a princess without a name, apparently.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right?
I mean, I made the choices.
Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over.
No thanks to you.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh, well, okay. Chapter 2.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the
Is
world.
my body gonna be? You got a terrible sense of deja vu.
Terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first
Oh, my bad.
Neither of us have been here.
I thought I was me. I thought I knew what I was feeling.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then
You're still here?
It that way. Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save
Good,
our
they're
world,
multiplying.
we'll have to be sneaky about it. Our beloved. Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess.
I wasn't really that sneaky before. I just did it and then died.
Ah,
But she's out,
all of
I
the
think.
cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works. We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically.
Yeah, alright.
He's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek. What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
I'm not doing this. Fuck it.
A warning before you go any further.
Another one?
She will lie, she will
Yeah, okay.
cheat. We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in. I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Am I the only one? Well, technically, I have. Alright. I guess.
The interior
what the
of
fuck?
cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
The mirror. Oh.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
Am I a vampire? Am I Nosferatu? Is that why my arms are so fucked up?
It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Yeah, sure.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago,
Uh-huh.
and now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know.
Feather?
Gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
What the fuck are we? No, I got vendetta against this blade.
The door to the basement.
Oh, we got candles.
Revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight.
Oh, that's nice.
But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
You said that last time.
A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already.
Bro, you need to calm down.
I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far.
I agree.
We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning.
Oops.
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
I mean, our charm's not. Never mind. You know what? Let's just go.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
You're
There's
dressed
a heavy
different?
chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
So you got a whole carpet leading to you? What the hell?
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Sure.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
I don't like the implication of that meaning, but alright.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come
Alright,
back.
I'm gonna go get the knife. I'll be right back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing, and she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
Clearly.
Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
She regrew her arm. Wait a minute.
That's right, villain, and you killed us. Well, she killed us.
Technically.
Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. We damned a whole world, but everything reset. Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever.
Watch me.
Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you.
That sounds like my kind of plan. Just run away from the issue until you can't run away anymore.
Possible for you, maybe, but we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is. Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her? We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise.
Uh-huh.
Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
Yeah, you sucked at it last time. What the fuck was that about?
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
Not really.
Did we?
No.
We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone.
Uh-huh.
She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
As you. Alright. Yeah, what happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
There's something in between these two that we're not. Before we start, yeah.
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips. Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
Is it? She didn't really say she did. All right.
The princess's eyes quiver as she waits for your response.
Do I have to respond?
I didn't end the world? I didn't end the world.
She's clearly just saying what she thinks you want to hear. Or she's innocent. How could a beauty...
I'm killing her.
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
Lady, we gotta talk about your lack of agency in this situation.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
Sure about that?
What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
No.
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel. No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster.
All right, well, now hold on. That's a big jump.
Go ahead and slay her.
Just because she's a little too much of a people pleaser right now does not mean she's a monster. Yeah, he cheated.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
Oh yeah, totally.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
I can't. I really wish I brought the knife.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually. That's because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do?
That's a good question.
She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
Awfully presumptuous. You just said there was another version of you earlier.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
Oh, I only get... Oh. Okay.
I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her?
Seemingly.
I would if you had a weapon.
Well, I didn't really have... Okay.
Villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
I don't appreciate not having any agency in this situation.
You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
Excuse me.
The princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. I can't believe it.
Oops.
But I guess I have to.
Did not mean to do that.
I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
Okay, I see why.
I'm free.
Hi, Stanley.
Trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Well, hang on, wait. Let's not.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh.
I agree.
If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon.
We do have talents. Like, we're like some weird gargoyle.
Power of love on our side.
Oh my fucking god.
What do we do now?
Well, considering I don't seem to be able to kill you yet. What do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world? spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I
Turned off again.
actually no. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
That lines up, actually.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
No.
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection,
Is that what that is?
and then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Oh my god. Don't ever ask this chick where you want to eat. I want you to... I want you to tell me what you want.
I just want to make you happy.
Wait, what the hell just happened? What was that?
She can't just want to make us happy. It makes sense to me. That's all I want for her, so of course she'd want the same for us.
But what would make you happy?
I just want to make you happy.
Oh no.
Is she broken? What's going on? What's going on is she's lying to you, only she isn't a good liar. Are you starting to trust me now?
You have to want something more than that.
Okay.
Oh no.
Something else to want if that makes you happy.
She's got no depth.
This isn't right. I don't know what's going on, but this isn't right.
Also, that went away.
I fail to see the problem here. She's just sweet on us. You don't have to act like it's a big deal.
Do you not see what I'm seeing? Sure.
Okay, if that's what makes you happy, I can make you unhappy.
Is it just me, or does it feel like we're alone right now?
What?
Like we're the only ones here?
Okay, I got an achievement that... Oh god. It's taken away and it's left something in her place.
She was our perfect match.
No.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Let's not.
Mirror. Why is it here? Why now?
Oh, is the narrator gone? Yeah, fuck it.
Begging you, don't do this.
I want to see what I look like, damn it.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. Yes, I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt.
Voices feel small and distant as you approach. As you reach forward, they're gone. The mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. I have wings. What the fuck am I? It's me! Place is empty. It is quiet here. What the fuck? That's not a cabin.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Okay. Gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own.
Uh-huh.
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you. She'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
Okay. Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
I don't think that's true, but alright.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
So has this happened before? All right. Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them.
What the fuck am I? I don't even give a shit about anything else. What am I?
But this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to.
Okay.
Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
All right.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
Okay.
You won't.
Oh. All right. Up.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay.
You're
Back here?
to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the
So
world.
we have not killed one yet. It kind of took it away from me last time. And skip previously seen dialogue by hitting tab on your keyboard or R1 on your control. Thank God. Do I get some sort of reward for doing this?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
I don't buy that. All right.
You make your way up the short path.
Let's go.
The interior of the cabin.
Oh, it's back to this.
Entirely bare.
Alright, yeah, give me the
You take
sword.
the blade
Or
from the
knife. Or blade.
It'd be rather difficult
The dagger.
to save the princess and save the world without it.
Hello?
The basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below.
Okay.
This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy.
We've
and
seen
damp.
this.
A hint of her voice carried.
Who's there?
Oh. Hi, Jury.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
What do you keep saying? Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
You're a complete different
She's so
opposite of what we saw.
beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
No, I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us. You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the
I
whip.
still want my option. Damn it.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if
Probably.
that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Fuck it.
Doubt, unfortunately,
Holy shit, she dodged.
attempts to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw. It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurts! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first.
She doesn't seem at all. I just realized, considering I look like a fucking demon, she doesn't seem at all phased by it.
We can still turn this around.
Can we? Why does this blade have blood? Oh, I did hit her. Eh.
Are you serious? As internal bleeding sets in, the blade falls from your trembling hands, clattering to the...
Look, I didn't know you had hands like that. We could talk it out now.
You lacked the will to finish the job, your bruised and broken body falling to its knees before her. The princess, exhausted, chest heaving with heavy breaths, tosses the blade away from you.
It's probably the only way she can get out, but
The
alright.
end, isn't it?
No. Clearly we've...
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you. Completely broken.
Alright, give me the knife again.
Lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
She plants her foot on your chest and pushes you onto your back, the air leaving your lungs in a heavy puff. And then she brings her knee to your throat. She leans into it with the kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame
Where's my
could possibly
throat?
possess, shattering your windpipe and leaving you starved for breath.
It's too bad. I was looking forward to some company.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
The tower.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path
God damn it.
is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess you're here to slay.
Yes. Alright, let's go.
A warning.
No.
She will- we
No
might-
warning.
We tone down the pessimism just
Who
a
the
bit.
fuck was that? Wait a minute.
I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic.
Oh no, I got stuck with this guy now?
Being annoying. Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included. I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter. Rescue her? Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and pledging yourself to her. Either would be terrible.
You know, I've been stuck with the hero for quite a while.
So please try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the world. Let's not make this harder than it has to be. If that's what you want, I guess I don't have a say here.
For once.
The interior of the cabin is larger and
What
more
the
grandiose
fuck?
than its humble
Hey,
exterior
Amir.
suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small. We are small.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Again? Yep, alright.
Forward and rub your hand. We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left.
I want to see myself more. Give me the blade.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Oh, there's a ladder specifically for that. Alright, into the Dark Souls dungeon.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase.
Okay.
Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease. This is actually kind of nice. It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her. Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude?
Probably.
Just a few minutes ago, you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there. It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
Why am I the catalyst in this situation? Could we not just, like, you know, toss a dynamite down the goddamn thing and call it a day?
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom,
Tomb of
entering
Giants.
the vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess
Oh, fuck.
towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall. The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist.
Yeah, well, you wanted to come down here.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants.
Am I a bird?
Throw out that knife again, even though you know it's useless.
I gave up last time because you had hands. I wanted to, like, talk about this. What is that? Like, boxing? You take boxing? Like, you just, I don't know.
Drop it.
Nah.
As if on command, the blade slips from your grasp. It clatters uselessly to the floor.
Not a fan of this.
But we didn't drop it. We decided to grip it tighter, remember? Are you really just gonna let that happen to us?
Nah.
I have a duty to report facts as facts, and the fact is that you dropped the blade.
Yeah, okay.
Of course we dropped it. She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence. Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Kneel.
No.
Oh, are you still trying to defy me? I said kneel.
Your legs buckle, and your knees hit the floor.
I see.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk? The last time we met, you tried to kill me. And here you are again, trying to succeed where you've already catastrophically failed. What draws you back here beyond the empty halls of death? Speak.
The last time we met, nobody should have met her before this. You should be the first. You're the only one
excuse
who
me.
trusted to deal with her.
Why?
Then you shouldn't have trusted us. There
Yeah,
was
I haven't killed her once yet.
to stop her then.
So why do you keep trusting me?
There's nothing we can do to stop her now.
I keep wanting to see where shit goes and then it just ends. Whoops.
Worrying.
Accidentally pressed A.
Whatever you do, don't tell her why you're here. It's best not to give her any ideas.
What do you mean? She knows. She already said it.
Do you think holding shut your beak is enough to
I have a
stop
beak?
me from prying it open? Do you think your skull can save your thoughts from being seen? You're less broken than I thought. Perhaps you need another lesson in submitting.
Hey, look, I would have won if I didn't toss the knife away, okay?
Pick up that needle.
Alright.
It's what she wants. No objections here. I don't know what she's planning, and I don't like that we don't know what she's planning, but we might as well pick up the blade as your eyes.
Everyone says pick up the blade, alright.
will await. Some divine hand that sits unperceived by your senses, but that manages to push you towards its desires like an unseen puppeteer.
The fuck is all this? Why is it blacked out? Alright, fine.
Reach forward and grasp the blade.
Stand.
This one's easy. See? This isn't so bad.
I need you to shut up.
Okay, yeah. We can do that. We were probably gonna stand anyway.
Alright.
You can feel a creaking tension between body and will as you slowly rise to your feet, like two foes forced into an unhappy truce. The princess eyes you with soft contemplation. The moment seems to last a lifetime, the silent anticipation of what's to come dragging out the long, painful seconds. But all silences are broken eventually.
To define me is to claim we stand on level ground. We do.
I mean, you're floating. You're kind of cheating in this.
Quiet shadow. While I am brilliant radiance.
I don't know, you're pretty bathed in shadow too yourself.
Take that knife in your hand and slit your throat.
That's what we're not doing.
You don't have to listen to her. You're armed. Just steel your nerves, step forward, and end
The what
this.
was hilarious. Oh, come on.
Oh, we'll end this all right. Your hand lifts the blade and brings it towards your throat.
I'm not a fan of not having.
Apologize for the unclear language. End her.
There you go. Thank you.
Your body is sluggish and unresponsive, actively fighting against you, but you do your best to stagger forward. One step at a time, you move towards the princess.
Slitting your throat would have been a mercy, but it seems you're in need of a harsher lesson.
Yeah, I'm kind of stupid.
Plunge that knife into your lungs.
I'm sorry. Don't.
Oh, come on now.
A step forward, the blade digs into your ribs, slicing through flesh with ease. It somehow feels like an entirely natural thing to do, while the simple act of walking has become an arduous impossibility. Then it slides back out, the wound burning as a small hiss of air escapes through the fresh orifice. Blood fills your lungs.
Now, do it again. Keep doing it until I give you permission to stop.
Those are just words. You don't have to listen to her.
Well, clearly, I'm not getting a choice.
It's what she wants.
This dumbass.
Heroic one, what are you doing?
Yeah, what is he doing?
Let this happen. Stop him from killing you. I'm on it.
Thank you.
Your other hand locks around your wrist, struggling to keep it from perforating vital organs.
It doesn't seem to be working.
The blade still flails towards you, managing to slice bits of skin that plop to the floor to join the growing pile of blood and gore beneath you. Despite the pain, you manage to keep yourself in one piece, at least for now.
What a pitiful display. A wounded little bird thinking it can defy a god. It doesn't have to be like this. It doesn't have to hurt so much. You can choose a gentle end. You can choose to leave that punctured vessel for the next.
The hell does that mean? Kill her, damn it.
Or You can pathetically struggle against yourself until the floor of this temple is painted with the bloody impressions of your futility.
And this temple will be gone after a bit. It's fine.
You continue to approach the princess, even as the repeated gouges of your blade expose bone and muscle to the open air of the basement. You know, this would be a lot easier if you gave us a hand.
Exactly. You've been proven that you can do it.
Influence only goes so far, and I can only juggle so many things at once. The best I can do right now is to continue to drive you forward. Believe me, this whole ordeal would be so much easier if I didn't have to contend with free will.
You're the one making things difficult. You're the one making us hurt. She doesn't want to hurt us. She's just doing what she has to.
Stop.
Okay.
As you finish crossing the room, you fall to your knees at the princess's feet, your chest heaving as your blood pools in the crevices of the stone floor, the coppery taste coating your throat.
How's my chest heaving? I stabbed myself in the lung.
The princess kneels down, lifting your chin with her finger as her face lowers to yours.
Your devotion is misplaced. You've surrendered to delusion. But something about your defiant spirit speaks to me. You are different than you were before. Perhaps, if you've learned your lesson, I can spare you from the release of death. There's a place at my side for you, if you'll have it. Not as an equal, but as something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps, or a pet.
Well, that's the meaning, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, how thoughtful of her.
Is it?
It's a mercy.
Shut
Take it.
the fuck
I think
up.
he's given up whatever say he had at the start of
Thank
this.
God. You know, I thought you were the most annoying one. Actually, no, Smitten was.
Just one of you is sane. She's within striking distance, and she's only negotiating now because she knows you have what it takes to put an end to her. Seize the moment before it's too late.
Alright. Everything's always blacked out. Alright.
Yes, though your body trembles, struggling to defend itself in the face of the princess's overwhelming will, you finally manage to break through, darting to her side before she can react. The wind of your freedom
The
rushes,
Achilles heel!
and you channel it into a decisive blow, stabbing into the soft flesh of her ankle and severing the tendons in an act of unyielding defiance. She falls to the floor.
That looked like a way bigger cut than my knife has.
But you don't give her any time to recover, your heart pounding
We
with
killed one!
you plunge your blade into her chest. As you find your target again and again, she laughs, crude emotion breaking through her once stony composure as your blade cuts her flesh. We can do this, can't we? Always could. The decision to give you this task was not made lightly. You're here for a reason.
It's not too late to pick up the pieces. It's not too late to toss that blade aside and beg for forgiveness.
Should we aim for the head? Yeah.
I can't believe you would actually strike me. You heathen! You worm! You defiler! You don't know the consequences of your arrogance!
It just gets reset again.
Before you can
Ow.
strike the final blow, the princess lashes out, knocking you off your feet.
Not cool.
There's an unsettling wet pop as your spine breaks, numbness and pain spreading through your body. As you rebound towards the ceiling in a moment of disorientation,
Did I get wall bounced?
her fist into your chest. Your body is crushed as she pulverizes you into the floor, the ground itself breaking from the impact. You lie there, broken, beyond pain, unable to even see what she's done to you. But the princess is succumbing to her own wounds as well.
Yeah.
She looks down upon her body in abject horror and disgust.
You made me use my hands. I can feel myself twisting into something new, something dull, something defiled. What have you done to me?
I stabbed you. God damn, calm down.
You're monsters and conspirators. I can't bear to watch this.
The princess has been nothing but cruel to you. You should feel liberated by her
I mean, I'm lying bleeding down on the floor. I don't feel very liberated either, but
I feel empty.
I feel accomplished.
Aside from the pain, I feel fine. She collapses to the floor. Her glassy eyes watch, unblinking, yet somehow still full of anguish and fear as the two of you perish together. I suppose we were never gonna get a happy ending here, were we?
No thanks to that guy.
Don't let those be your
And him.
thoughts. You saved the world. That's worth something.
Nah, it's not worth that much.
I guess.
Nah.
Regardless of how you feel about it, it's finally over. Thank you. Everything goes dark, and you die.
A fury. Yeah. What kind of scarlet rot bullshit is this?
The end of the path. Okay, what the hell is that?
And what? No, we're in Caelid.